Where did we come from? My answer is from Washington this morning by airplane.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Mr. Ham won the coin toss.
I'd say there's potential.
That public school textbooks are using the same word science for observational science and historical science. They arbitrarily define science as naturalism and outlaw the supernatural. They present molecules to man evolution as fact. They are imposing, I believe, the religion of naturalism or atheism on generations. Talking about evolution of millions of years, I'm challenging him that's Bill Nye, the historical science guy, and I challenge the evolutionists to admit the belief aspects of their particular worldview. Now, at the Creation Museum, we're only too willing to admit our beliefs based upon the Bible textbooks in the public school. The newspaper report said this: textbook and classroom curriculum battles have long ranged in Texas, pitting creationists, those who see God's hand in the creation of the universe, against academics. Stop right there. Notice, creationists, academics. Creationists can't be academics. Creationists can't be scientists. See, it's the way things are worded out there. It's an indoctrination that's going on.
Take it back around to the question at hand. Does Ken Ham's creation model hold up? Is it viable? So we are standing on millions of layers of ancient life. How could those animals have lived their entire life and formed these layers in just 4,000 years? There isn't enough time. It's old. There's a famous tree in Sweden, Old Tico, is 9,550 years old. How could these trees be there if there was an enormous flood?
I believe it's the creationists that should be educating the kids out there, because we're teaching them the right way to think. I believe it's the creationists that should be educating the kids out there, because we're teaching them the right way to think. I believe it's the creationists that should be educating the kids out there, because we're teaching them the right way to think.
Ice, older by a factor of 100 than you claim the Earth is. We have trees that have more tree rings than the Earth is old. That we have rocks with rubidium and strontium and uranium and potassium argon dating that are far, far, far older than you claim the Earth is. Could anybody have built an ark that would sustain better than any ark anybody was able to build on the Earth? I mean, like, this question, without radiometric dating, how would you view the age of the Earth? To me, it's akin to the expression, well, if things were any other way, things would be different. This is to say, that's not how the world is. Radiometric dating does exist. Neutrons do become protons, and that's our level of understanding today. The universe is accelerating. These are all provable facts.
You cannot ever prove using the scientific method in the present. You can't prove the age of the Earth, so you can never prove it's old.
Disagree. You can prove the age of the Earth with great robustness by observing the universe around us. And I get the feeling, Mr. Ham, that you want us to take your word for it. This is to say, your interpretation of a book written thousands of years ago, as translated into American English, is more compelling for you than everything that I can observe.
Oh yes, in 2014, kids 12 and under come free.
To the grown-ups, if you want to deny evolution and live in your world that's completely inconsistent with everything we observe in the universe, that's fine. But don't make your kids do it, because we need them. We need scientifically literate voters and taxpayers for the future. We need people that can, we need engineers that can build stuff, solve problems. It's just really a hard thing. It's really a hard thing. You know, and another.
It's a battle over the same evidence in regard to how we interpret the past. And you know why that is? Because it's really a battle over worldviews and starting points. It's a battle over philosophical worldviews and starting points, but the same evidence. Now, I admit my starting point is that God is the ultimate authority. But if someone doesn't accept that, then man has to be the ultimate authority. And that's really the difference when it comes down to it. You see, I've been emphasizing the difference between historical origin science, knowledge about the past when you weren't there, and we need to understand that.
Hi, I'm Penn, and this is my partner Teller. We're Penn and Teller. You need to shut the fuck up.